I think you would agree with me that we need a radically different method if we want to resolve a lifetime of accumulated stress, right? What exists in this iceberg below the waterline. We need a way to resolve the effects of stressful events easily, quickly, gently. We need a more advanced method than these basic methods of neural retraining, a method that works directly with the subconscious mind and utilizes the subconscious mind's natural ability to heal itself. Because your subconscious mind does have the ability to heal itself. And we can invoke this through this method. We need a method that is faster than EMDR and doesn't require all that painful rehashing of, traumatic memories from the past. We need a method that goes deeper than tapping or EFT. And this advanced method that I'm talking about, I want you to know it's not hypnosis, right? Not hypnosis. And this is a good thing, right? Because not everyone is open to hypnosis. Not everyone is a good subject for hypnosis. Not everyone wants to give up that much control to a practitioner, right? We need a method that can be done in live sessions. So I do live sessions with my clients over Zoom because that makes it customizable. We need a method that can be done through recorded sessions as in a program, because this makes the method convenient and more affordable. And better than that would be a combination of both, where we have some recorded sessions in conjunction with live sessions. And what I'm here to tell you is that you do not have to choose between whatever it is you are doing now and working with the mind, right? You can keep working with your functional medicine practitioner. You can keep doing whatever you are doing that is supporting your thyroid health right now, because working with the mind is complementary to anything else that you are doing. And in fact, when we work with the mind at the same time, then you get better results from whatever else you are doing, right? Because we are starting to resolve that stress load. And we are starting to increase your natural healing capabilities, right? Those healing capabilities are coming back online. So what is this method? This method is called MAP. It is the next generation of techniques like EMDR and tapping. It is a meditative process, right? Not hypnosis. You'll have your eyes closed. You'll be breathing slowly, deeply, and gently in a session. And that's really all that's required of you. As I mentioned, we harness the subconscious mind's ability to heal itself. Every session that we do resolves a layer of stress, right? How do we do this? Because when you come into a session, we pick a subject that is around the stress you can feel, right? Your current life stress. We pick something that is a trigger for anxiety, maybe, or a situation, interpersonal situation or whatever, where you feel stressed, right? Because remember what I said before, every conscious source of stress, every current life stress is associated with, in the subconscious mind, previous experiences, previous stressful experiences that have made you feel the same way. And so by working with the current life stress and neutralizing the painful emotions around that situation, we are also having the subconscious mind find those associations under the waterline and then neutralizing all of those memories together as a group. So it's a batch process. I hope that makes sense. The cumulative effect, okay, it takes the cumulative effect of multiple sessions, right, to start to resolve the blocks and the barriers to your healing abilities. It takes multiple sessions to achieve the improved thyroid function that my clients are talking about, right? And people respond to the method differently. Some people are just faster responders, and some people less so. But when we combine recorded sessions with live sessions, with recorded sessions, you can be doing a lot of sessions on your own. And so the differences in your receptivity start to kind of even out, because now you have access to more sessions that can be done at your own convenience, multiple times a week. So let's look at what it is like to be in a MAP session, right? I want you to understand no special skills are required, right? This is very easy to do. It is a gentle method, and yet the results are powerful. You may not experience that in your first session, right? The first session is a 1-hour session, introductory session, where we neutralize painful emotions around a painful memory. We always start with a discrete topic like this, one painful memory, because we want for you to be able to feel the difference between the beginning and the end of the session, right? And that is the best way to be able to assess that. So let's watch Jill neutralize a painful emotional memory as she works with a practitioner. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to try to share my screen. Let's see. Okay, so sharing my screen. We're going to play this video.
My past relationship, I do feel in my body, I do feel.
So this is Jill describing the painful memory that she wants to work with.
The swirly in my stomach. I feel that like an icky feeling. I think it's more tangible. It's more palpable.
Yeah. Great. From 0 to 10, how much would it be? 10 being the worst.
I would call it a 6.
A 7.
A 6.
Oh, a 6. Okay.
I would call it a 6. Like if I just sit and think about it. Yeah.
And 6 sounds good. Might be complex because it's relationships. So it's based on a lot of different things in your past. But at least we can take that as a goal. All right, so the good news is you don't have much to do. All you want to do is to close your eyes, bring up that churning in your belly, that's number 6. And at the same time, you're mindful, there's mindfulness, so you will be aware of the thoughts that come to you, the breathing pattern that might change, all of that, okay? Great. So Jill, we're going to begin. You're getting into this feeling, connecting with breaking up with your boyfriend. Is there a specific event that keeps coming up over and over? Is it a phone call? Is it the last? Yes. So let's take that event. And perhaps it's higher than 6. Yes. So is it a phone call? All right, great. So let's take that. All right, very good. Now we are at an 8, 9, 10, something like that. Yes.
An 8. Yeah.
8. Okay, at an 8. All right. So super conscious, do you see this event? I want you to treat it and do a massive. And stay the observer. You're not plunging into the event, you're just observing your body, what's happening in your heart, in your mind. And superconscious, I want you to treat this event in a very gentle manner, as gently as possible. I want you to treat all the parts that are involved in this event that were created or were created before, all the parts that want treatment. I want you to treat all of them in the most gentle way. Might feel waves, but that's okay. That's normal. It's coming onto the active experience. It's being released and neutralized, little pieces at a time. And you can talk anytime. You can give me a feedback. If you don't, I'm going to ask you, after the moment. I just feel like it.
When I go to try to think about it, there's no emotion attached to it.
Yes.
And that's not been my experience up to this point. Yeah, like as much as I would like to think about him or the last phone call or the things that he said to me, I can say those things out loud. I can say that right now, but I don't feel that tightness in my throat and that heaviness in my chest and the swirling in my stomach that ultimately brings up tears. I'm just not feeling. I'm just not feeling it. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it.
Great. So what number would you give it now? We're around 8, I think.
Oh, 0. I mean, there's no. It's like I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to feel something. I'm trying to, and there's nothing there. I can't muster up any particular feeling about it. Paulette, I'm not telling you anything you haven't seen happen before, but it's the strangest thing.
Okay. All right. So what did we just see there, right? We saw a practitioner, method practitioner, giving instructions in a session to a woman who had a painful emotional memory. All she had to do was bring the memory to mind, hold it in her mind, review it gently. And verbal instructions are being given to her superconscious, which is our name for the subconscious mind, right? We call it the superconscious because we realize that it is not sub the conscious mind. It is actually superior to the conscious mind in terms of its abilities. And she is able to resolve the painful emotions around that memory. She still has the memory. We're not erasing memories. She just feels differently about it. And remember what I explained before, it is a process of having the subconscious mind search for all similar memories that have made us feel the same way. Maybe not all, not 100%, but a group of memories that have made us feel the same way. And when it can neutralize the memory we are focused on, the target memory, as well as these associations, then we've resolved, it's like we've resolved a layer of stress under the water, as well as the current stressor, the one that we feel. I hope that makes sense. So other things I want you to understand about this, the mind has to be prepared for this technique to work, right? So Jill went through a little preparatory process before she had that session. You have to watch a 15-minute educational video, which introduces some of the terms that we use in a session. And then at the beginning of your first session, which is not in the recording, there's a little work that the practitioner does with you, just again, verbal instructions, while you are sitting there with your eyes closed, breathing slowly, deeply, and gently, where we're kind of setting up, we're establishing a connection between our subconscious mind and your subconscious mind so that they can work well together, right? So it's a little bit of housekeeping that we have to do at the beginning of the very first session, never has to be done again, so that your subconscious mind will be receptive to the process. Also, know that sessions are not normally recorded, right? This was a special arrangement made for the purposes of a demonstration session.